Hey guys, today on the podcast we have a very special guest, is my best friend Kayla Jade Harris.
Hello.
And we have just recently made a short film together titled Overconsumption, which is very near and dear to our hearts because I think we essentially bonded over shopping.
Yeah, pretty much. We did a musical together in high school, and like the way that we bonded, I feel, is that we'd meet at Starbucks and then we'd go to all the different stores on George Street before every single Saturday
every single rehearsal,
so,
and
like,
we would spend like $50 every. What were we
rehearsal
doing?
was at 2:30 and we would meet at like between 10 and
11.
And every Saturday,
and we'd be like, let's go buy things, and we'd show up with like all these like lingerie tops, and like
we would shop at vintage stores, so it had like all these like old vintage clothes, and we'd like take them with us to rehearsal. We just have these shopping bags.
Oh my god, yeah. But like basically, when I thought of the idea for this film, which was just walking on the way to class, it just popped into my head. I was like, what if someone got eaten by their clothes? I immediately knew that it would be one actor and that it would be Kayla, because obviously we've been friends for so long and she's an incredible actor, but I also knew like she can relate to the struggles of being obsessed with clothing.
Definitely.
So yeah, and it was amazing that she was available and willing to do it, and I think we had a really great experience making it.
Yeah, and I feel like it was so, like easy to sort of step into the story, because I think like probably every teenage girl these days can relate to that feeling. I think it's a part of like everything in social media is telling you to buy things, especially clothes. Like Instagram knows that you're a teenage girl and your entire reels is just influencers telling you to buy things.
100%. And you see like this one thing and you're like, then I'll get that and then I'll be satisfied and I won't have to buy anything else and my wardrobe will be complete. And I seriously think this all the time. And then I think, Eliza, like you're tricking yourself, but then I do it again.
Yeah.
And then I buy it. And then I'm like, fuck, what's the next thing I'm going to buy? So it's really like, there's this jargon that they use in these reels, and they're like, the new thing that you need, or like this is going to complete your summer wardrobe. And it really gets to my brain.
Yeah.
And even like being aware of it and knowing that you're being like manipulated or whatever, like I still buy things.
Yeah.
So
I feel like making this film was a good reflection for both of us as well.
Totally, because I think number one, what we didn't want was it to come off as like preachy and like you can never buy clothes and buying clothes is bad and like you're doing bad things. We would
both have turned away if we were watching a film and it was preachy like that. We would have just turned away from it. But I think because it's that mix of like horror-y kind of comedy, like horror in a funny way, that's what makes you lean into the film, and then you end up listening to the message and seeing it.
Because we're like, especially me, I'm like, I struggle with this problem, and here's this reflection on my problem, and I know it's a problem, but I still do it. So I'm not being like, this is everyone else's problem that you need to fix. Like I'm like, this is my problem that I'm like reflecting on, and I want people to just sort of think about it more. And even in making it, like we had to we used like all the crew bought clothes, like Delphi, Seisha, Julie all brought clothes, but I obviously, because it was filmed in my house, I like pulled everything out of my drawers, and I was honestly like, oh my god, I've got a lot of clothes, like a lot. And I was like, I have not seen that top in years, maybe I should give it to Vinny's, or maybe I should wear it more. And honestly, making the film was so like cathartic, like it was really good for me to actually clear out my wardrobe, which is something I've been meaning to do for so long. And I've started like selling on Depop more because I like found all these things I was like, don't need that anymore. So I think even like the process of making it was very like healing. But I think like it was super fun. Like I hope that when people watch it, they can just reflect on the dangers of fast fashion.
I know, I feel like we definitely did.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, we're probably just out of time, but thank you so much, Kayla, for coming and doing this podcast. And thanks for listening, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the film.
Bye.